Jamie Lee Curtis calls out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Are their charitable efforts just for show? It was a moment that sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the royal-watching world alike. Jamie Lee Curtis, beloved actress and known advocate for authenticity, took direct aim at none other than Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Her accusation? That their well-publicized philanthropy is nothing more than a PR stunt, a carefully orchestrated performance rather than a genuine effort to make a difference. And just like that, a new controversy surrounding the Sussexes was ignited. But here's the real question. Is she wrong? For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have painted themselves as a couple devoted to charitable causes, from mental health awareness to veterans' rights to gender equality. Their high-profile foundation, Archewell, has promised to support numerous charitable initiatives. Their Netflix documentaries and Spotify deals have all carried the underlying message of compassion and giving back. And yet, as Curtis bluntly pointed out, where are the actual donations? Where are the results? She didn't mince words. In a recent interview, the Oscar-winning actress suggested that Harry and Meghan's philanthropic work is more about self-promotion than genuine goodwill. Curtis, who has a long history of supporting various charitable causes without the need for constant media attention, essentially called their bluff. And she's not alone in her skepticism. The backlash against the Sussexes has been brewing for years. Ever since their dramatic exit from royal duties in 2020, they've positioned themselves as victims of an outdated institution while simultaneously leveraging their royal connections to land multi-million-dollar deals. They've spoken about giving back, about helping those in need, but time and time again, critics have pointed to a distinct lack of transparency when it comes to their charitable giving. Let's take a closer look. Archewell was launched with grand ambitions. Yet financial disclosures have raised questions about how much of their fortune is actually being allocated toward charity. Reports indicate that while they've certainly advocated for numerous causes, the monetary support behind those causes remains unclear. This isn't just speculation. Actual records show that while Archewell claims to focus on philanthropy, the organization's expenses and revenue streams don't appear to reflect the large-scale charitable impact one might expect from a couple with a combined net worth of over $100 million. So, is Jamie Lee Curtis merely echoing a growing sentiment among the public? Reactions to her comments have been swift. Social media erupted with debate. Some users defended Harry and Meghan, arguing that advocacy in itself is a powerful tool for change. Others, however, saw Curtis's remarks as a long-overdue reality check. On Twitter, one user wrote, "She said what we've all been thinking. Where's the money? Where's the impact? They love the spotlight, but what have they actually done?" Another added, "Finally, someone who isn't afraid to call them out." Jamie Lee Curtis is a legend for this. Meanwhile, Sussex supporters were quick to fire back. "This is just another attack on a couple who have done nothing but try to help people," one fan tweeted. "Why is everyone so obsessed with tearing them down?" And that's the crux of the issue. Is this just another case of people unfairly scrutinizing Harry and Meghan, or is there a legitimate problem with their so-called philanthropy? Since their royal departure, they've embraced a strategy of high-profile partnerships. The Netflix series, The Oprah Interview, the book deals. These have all been lucrative, but they've also fueled the perception that the Sussexes are more interested in monetizing their status than in making meaningful contributions to the causes they claim to support. And let's not forget the controversies that have already dented their public image. In 2023, it was revealed that the couple had accepted an award for fighting systemic racism from a controversial organization, with some questioning whether they had actually done anything substantive to warrant such recognition. Meanwhile, their deal with Spotify collapsed amid reports that Meghan's podcast series failed to deliver the impact that had been promised. Even in their charitable visits, accusations of superficiality have followed them. Critics argue that Meghan's penchant for designer outfits and high-priced jewelry during humanitarian trips undermines the very messages she tries to promote. And now, with Jamie Lee Curtis putting them on blast, the question of authenticity has been thrust into the spotlight once again. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Curtis's comments have reignited a broader discussion about celebrity philanthropy in general. In an era where Instagram posts and headline-grabbing donations can boost a star's brand just as much as a movie premiere, how many public figures are truly invested in the causes they champion? How much of it is performative? And should we be holding wealthy celebrities accountable for where their money actually goes? For Harry and Meghan, this latest controversy is another PR nightmare at a time when their reputation is already hanging in the balance. The constant scrutiny, the repeated questions about their intentions, it's all adding up. And whether or not Jamie Lee Curtis intended to, she has just intensified the pressure for them to prove that their philanthropic efforts are more than just words. Because in the end, talk is cheap. And if the Sussexes can't back up their advocacy with real, measurable impact, the world might start to see them for what their critics have claimed all along, masters of the PR game, but nothing more. What do you think? Are Jamie Lee Curtis's comments justified, or is this just another unfair attack on Harry and Meghan? Let us know in the comments below.